Silicon Valley, technology, art, green, and sustainability.
Nervous? No.
Welcome to another episode of Silicon Valley Tech, Art, Green, and Sustainability. Today I'm here at DingDing TV's in Santa Clara, California, and we're filming a special episode today. I have a very important gentleman from China who is a serial entrepreneur, CEO, and quite an interesting man. Thank you, Andrew, for joining us. And it's Andrew Zong, is
Yes.
your correct pronunciation?
Yeah, sure, right, right.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us. I know you've had a very busy day while you're visiting us. And before we get started on your business, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you're from, where you went to college, anything you want to share.
Okay. So I born in Xinjiang in China, it's Western province, so it's very far away from the Beijing. So I graduated from the Beijing Industry University. That is 1992. Then I go to Canton to work for the state-owned company. It's about 6 years.
And
Then
is this after college or?
after college, yes.
After college. And
Yes.
you went to college,
It's 1988.
but here in the U.S. or?
No, in China.
In
I
China.
never studied overseas.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay, I thought we said Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then so you went somewhere to start another business then, or you worked in the industry?
Yes, at the beginning I worked for some state-owned company.
Okay.
Then I go to the privacy company.
A state-owned company.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But as the privacy company, my boss changed me from the engineer to the businessman. So that's, for me, it's a revolution.
So your background was engineering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So then I began to quit my business. It's because I lost job. So the first time when I lost job, I go to the privacy company. Then I study in the MBA, business school. Then the second time when I lost job, I quit my company. So every time when I lost job, I have some, how to say it?
It's growth.
Yeah, it's growth.
Right?
Yes,
It's
growth.
You learn.
Yeah. So I quit my companies from almost nothing. So investors just from the 6 partner.
And did you have a family at that point too?
Oh yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
you were responsible for other people at that point.
Yeah. So in that time is a difficult time for me, but we're lucky. At the beginning we do the OEM manufacturer. So I came from very traditional business.
And so you're the CEO of Phnix. It's Phnix
Yes.
Eco Energy Solutions
Yes.
LED, and you do many things. But tell us where that started then.
At the beginning we just start from the air conditioner manufacturer. That's very
So the
small
HVAC.
Yes.
Heating, air
Heating and
conditioning,
cooling.
cooling.
But in that time, we have many very huge competitor in China because when we create companies, they're huge. So then we found we've sort of focused on some niche market. For example, the swimming pool heating. So after several years, after about 5 years, we become the #1 manufacturer for the swimming pool heating
And is that
system.
commercial or residential?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then when in 2009, there's big trouble as economic crisis.
So when did you start the first company again?
2002.
2002.
Yeah.
Okay. And then economy, you said, a little trouble.
Yeah. So many companies closed in that time. So we also have in trouble. Then we check our business. We are just the manufacturer, just OEM. So we have no brand. We don't know how to do the marketing. Our success is not because we are good. It's because all the wood gives China opportunity to do the manufacture.
Well, and I'm going to go back to the first company. Did you start it alone or did you have partners?
Oh, I have 6 partners.
You had partners.
But only 2 is in charge of the company.
Okay.
Yes.
The other were kind of investors.
Yeah,
silent
other 4
partners.
is just investor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, how many employees do you have?
Oh, it's more than 1,000.
Wow. So it's
1,000.
huge. It's huge.
Not so huge.
So
in China, it's not
when
so
you
huge.
first started, just a couple people then? Like 10 people, 20? How
Yes,
many?
just from about 5 people.
5 people?
Yeah.
Okay. So in 16 years, over
No.
1,000?
It's about 14 years.
14 years. Okay.
Yeah, 14 years. But
Wow.
more than 10 companies.
And your headquarters are in, how do you pronounce it again?
Guangzhou.
Guangzhou. And then you also have California offices.
Yes.
One California office at
Yes.
Long Beach or
Just Pasadena.
Pasadena. Okay. And do you visit very often?
Oh, every year maybe it's 3-4 times like that. Not very often.
Not very often. Three, 4 times a year?
Yeah.
That's pretty good though. It's not once a year, right? Do you get up here to this to Northern California when you're visiting?
Yes, because Silicon Valley, we also always want to visit Silicon Valley because of new idea, some new idea, some innovation idea. Yes.
Do you have a lot of partnered companies here in the Bay Area then? Yeah?
No, here is no,
No?
not yet. Maybe, maybe we will have some quicker.
So, so you have many companies within your company, and then is it fusion startup method? It's
Yes.
called fusion or fission startup?
Fusion.
Fusion.
Yeah.
You use that in your company. Tell us what that is and how you work with that.
This is a little like the political system of our company, because at the beginning we just have one company. I am general manager, but some key people they left. They want to quit their business. So what they want to do? They want to do the boss. I'm very sad about this because they are so important person. They can quit some new business. So what I want to do is I want to change your company because the employee, if they can quit new business, that means you cannot just only use salary to keep them stay in the company. You must give them some opportunity to quit their business.
And to grow.
Yes, yes. So I catch the opportunity in 2005. We have some new business. But before, if we have new business, we just do it. But this time I want to use this new business to create a new company. Then we ask some good employee become the new owner for the company. So the first project is quite successful.
And what was the first one?
The first one we do the exchanger. Exchanges were key points for the swimming pool heat pump. Because that business for us in 2005 is just new business. So there's no good supplier for this titanium exchanger. So we invest money to do this company. But this time I force my important employee to become the investor. At the beginning they don't trust me. So I use about 2 months to just talk to them. We will have good future. Then force them to invest some money inside. But we are so lucky. This company earned the money at the first year. The reason I think is because the key people become the investor. They in charge of company.
Their time, their money.
Yeah, because
resources.
their money inside.
Yeah.
So they try their best to do something. It's not just like an employee.
And instead of having a small startup where there's just a few people, they also are getting support from a larger organization, which is really important.
Yeah, the mother company tried our best to support the new company. So that means it's more easy for them to successful. So I use this way to build about 4 companies. It's quite successful.
So 4 companies. That was going to be my next question.
That is the first
4 with this fusion startup method.
Yeah, this is we call the first generation of our company.
Okay.
But it's about 2009 the troubles coming, because before we only do the OEM business or man business, so we have no good brand. So few people know us, but we do some good product for the big companies. But in 2009 this cannot continue because the cost more and more higher. So it's no opportunity to continue to do this business. So we want to try to create some new business model. What we want to do is try to sell our products from internet directly to the user, to the end user. It's a little like Tesla. We don't want to have an agent in the middle. But our company is OEM, is manufacturer. So I don't think some people can in charge of the new company.
And again, what's the OEM stand for? Manufacturing, the OEM. What does that stand for? The OEM.
The swimming pool.
Operating something manufacturing, right? The acronym, the OEM.
We do the swimming pool heat pump for the big international company.
Yeah, but the acronym OEM is something manufacturing something, right? The acronym. Anyway, going on to the environmental consciousness of what you do. You have a shirt on right here, and you're doing this, we'll talk about this in a minute, the 80 Days Challenge. You helped bring charging stations to China,
Oh,
right?
yes. Yes, it's another story.
Tesla was interested in bringing cars, but there was no charging stations. So tell us a little bit about that. You paid them a certain amount, and then what did you do?
This is because I'm the first generation Tesla owner in China. We pay the money.
Wow.
I'm so excited to wait in my car, but I wait almost 1 year. So most difficult thing is because they have no enough supercharger in China. They try their
So
best.
you could charge at home, but it was difficult to charge anywhere else in China.
They don't give us a car because the supercharger is not enough.
Okay.
They don't want. We have no charger to charge the car.
Okay.
So they delay to give us a car. So when I understand this reason, I try to use another way to build the charger for the Tesla. You know, at the beginning, I just think this is exciting things. I can do something nobody can do. This is at the beginning. So what we do is we give the normal charger, it's a home use charger, to the hotel. We tell them, we said to the hotel general manager, if you have this charger, that means Tesla owner will stay in your hotel. The charger.
And this is a high-end client, so they want these people coming to
Yes,
the hotel to spend money and
Yes,
stay at
then
their
the,
hotel.
then the people will live in their hotel. They will pay the room.
Right.
They
It's a
will-
win-win for them.
Yeah, they will pay the food.
Yeah.
So the hotel can earn the money from the room and from the food, also from the drink. So then I force the hotel to charge free to the car. That means all the Tesla owners can feel, oh, the driver Tesla can be free. You buy the gasoline, you never free. Then push this business go. So this why I can do that. Why I want to do that is because I found when I do this, many people began to pay attention to Phnix. Because I have no any relation with the electrical car business. That is not my business. But many people will talk, why is Andrew Zong do this? This is key point. Then in the charger route, that means I built the first route is from Beijing to Guangzhou. It's about 3,006 miles because I go around the Shanghai. It's a very long trip. So in the route, I began to do the speech. Why I do the speech? Because I want more people join us. Only I do the charger. I don't think I can do many chargers. But if all the hotel, all the restaurant can join us, that means many chargers can do by
I
themselves.
see some pictures on screen. Is this you on your, was that you on your,
That's 80 days trip.
it was the trip, the 80-day trip?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So, so it's fascinating. So, are there more chargers now beyond what you put in? Or are they starting to put more in too?
You use this way about more than 1,000 chargers built by the owner of the hotel in past 1 year.
Wow.
You know, Tesla, at the first year, they only have 2 superchargers. It's quite difficult for them because
Okay.
superchargers, they need the land.
Okay.
They need a big power supply.
Okay.
Very high cost. But the hotel, they have existing land. They have power. They have label. So it's no
So
problem.
what's the difference between the supercharger and regular charger?
Regular charge is very slow. It's about 8 to 10
I
hours
see.
charge.
Okay.
Then the owner of the Tesla must sleep in the hotel.
Okay.
So that's his business model.
Okay.
So the hotel earn the money from the room, not earn the money from the charger. But they like the charger because they have charge. If they have charger, the Tesla owner will stay in their hotel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something
This
like
is good.
Wi-Fi. If you have no Wi-Fi, nobody stay in your hotel.
So let's talk about the Team China for 80-Day Challenge, which you have the shirt on. Tell
Yeah.
us what that is.
Oh, 80 days. In 80 days, China team is a very special team. You know, normally the average each team is 2 or 3 person, but China will have almost 30 persons. It's a huge team. Why I do that? Because I don't think I can do this 80 days again.
So what is it though? What is the 80-Day Challenge?
80 days is we have 11 teams.
11 teams.
Yes. Then we drive the electrical car around the world.
Okay.
So from Barcelona.
And you're in the middle of that right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Just began.
It just began.
Yes. So from Barcelona, then we go to the western side to the Lisbon, across a little of Europe. Then we put the car in the airplane. Then we fly to the Halifax, Canada. Then we drive to Canada to the New York. Then from New York across the U.S.
So did you go across U.S. then already?
Yes, just across the U.S.
You just came?
Yeah, just
So
came.
you must just be totally exhausted.
Oh, it's very hard trip. No finish yet.
So and do you sleep in the cars, or do you go hotels, or do they have campers for you, or do they have team rallying, people helping you along the way? And
Yeah. I have some employees, some friends to help me.
Yeah.
So
is it hotel or camping or?
Normally it's camping.
Camping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is camping? Because you know that if the Tesla in US, they can use supercharger. But our car, I drive the Denza. It's China car. Why I drive Denza? Because only me is Chinese. It's 9 from Europe. It's 1 from California. So all of them drive Tesla. But to be a Chinese, I want to use Chinese car. I try to prove China car is not better than Tesla. So only me drive that Denza. It's very special. So yesterday when I visit Tesla, they feel very, very unique.
So how many teams are involved then from
No,
over
it's
the world?
11 teams.
11 teams from what countries?
From 9 countries.
From 9 countries. So Spain or?
Spain, Germany, Switzerland, Czech.
And the U.S. too?
Yeah, and the US too, yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So next year you're going to do this again too?
We will continue fly to China from Los Angeles. So all the team will fly to China.
But next year you think you're going to do it again? Maybe?
No, we haven't finished. We will continue across China.
Okay.
Then to Russia, Kazakhstan and Russia.
Okay.
Then maybe Lithuania, Poland.
So will this happen every 2 years then, you think, or?
Our schedule is maybe every 2 years.
Every
one time.
2 years,
Yes.
okay.
But maybe different way.
Different route.
Yeah, different route, yes.
Was it cold in Canada?
This time Canada just a very short trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good. What's been the biggest challenge for you, and how have you overcome it in business or personal? I know when you're an entrepreneur, sometimes the personal has to go wayside, right? You're just working when you're starting up companies, and especially when you have so many companies.
I think the biggest challenge is looking for the good partner. These days you cannot build a business by yourself. It's difficult because the technology, the knowledge, and the experience are quite different, and you also need the investor. So, I think the most important thing is you have a good partner.
Good partners.
Yes, but our company, because we have the election system from 2006, from 2009, we use the election system to select the right people become the new general manager. So in your company, if you want to become the new general manager, you must do the speech to introduce your product, introduce your business model. Then you must become the investor. For example, if you said, I began this business, I need the first step is $1 million. So you need investor at least 10% by yourself. So this is big pressure. That means why the investor trusts you? Because you put your money inside. Then all the listener who listen your speech is also your colleague. So they will become the investor. So after they listen your speech, they will make decision how much money they invest to you. This is our system,
Interesting.
If you are the listener, you will be think very carefully who is a good guy, who is a trust guy. Then you will trust them. Then who have the business ability. So you will never give some people some money easily, So this system make everybody very careful to check who will become new business.
Who started this system?
Me.
Okay.
Why I can do this? Because 2009, I tried to create a new generation company. I want to do the internet sales.
This is the fusion system?
Yeah. Yes, but in our company, because we came from manufacturer, OEM manufacturer, so there's no people, in my head, there's no people can in charge of the new business. So I have no way. So what I want is maybe we try to just ask somebody to try it. But who will in charge it? I don't know. So we began to use this watch system.
So
decided to Americans select the president.
What's been the biggest win for you as an entrepreneur or as a father, maybe?
You mean for me?
Yeah, personally or with business. What's been the biggest win for you?
Oh,
Maybe there's a couple wins.
yes.
You were in the...
You mean the family and business?
Either one. I read on something that was sent to me that you were in the Chinese version of Fast Companies for Top 100.
Yes.
Was that your biggest win, or was there something else that maybe was the best
The
win for
reason
you?
is because our election system. This is very big innovation. Because this innovation, any company can learn it.
They can adopt it.
Yes, it can adopt it, any company, although it's not easy.
So this is maybe the biggest win for you, or having children?
Yeah, I think it's both.
That's awesome. I personally don't have children, and I don't know how people do it with working so much, you know. Are there organizations that you've worked with in China that are environmental friendly organizations, maybe some that are working now to create a better system for electric cars? You know, I used an example earlier. There's the U.S. Green Building Council here, which is now the Green Building Council. Are there organizations that your company is working with that have been helpful in environmental space?
You know, our company, we try to change some habit. You know, before we use many board for heating system, especially in China. We have a central board that connected to each building. So many waste for the heating. But what we do is we use heat pump to change the board. We can save about more than 70% of the energy.
Wow.
So this now and more popular in the world. It's a little like, because we need to keep the good life, but we need to save the energy, because it's not because the energy is not enough, it's because of pollution. Yeah, because in China, the big city is huge pollution.
Yeah, and is there organizations that are working on that now, that maybe are partnering with different businesses? Like here, there's the Sierra Club, and you know, the Chamber of Commerce may have like an environmental group that's working on stuff. Are there organizations that are working with businesses to help with that?
Sorry, I'm not so understanding.
Well, so you know, like the World Green Building Council may
Yes.
help with the green building. Are there organizations that are now partnering with businesses to help with the environment?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are they called in China?
In China, we have some department. Sorry, I don't know how
It's
they
okay.
call it in English.
It's okay. It's all good. But that's good. You can tell me later. We can tweet it out on Twitter what it is. Is your company hosting? Well, you're obviously hosting this event, but are there other events that are important for your industry that you participate in? Maybe conferences or anything?
Yes, I do many things about this
Okay.
presentation to introduce our business model. You know, many people know Phnix is not because of what we do, it's because of our story. We have many stories. For example, the fashion system, and we have the kindergarten in the office. We have the 80 days trip. We have the Tesla charging route. So I have many questions. So many people know us is because some very special questions. So this is my business model. I do something the people cannot understand why I do it. Then the people began to talk about this, began to discuss why you do that. Then you become famous.
Is there any advice you'd like to give to other entrepreneurs, or any last thoughts you'd like to leave the audience with too? Any thoughts about starting a business in China, or starting one here and going over to China, or any last thoughts about you know, being an entrepreneur? Or any last thoughts about your business that you
Okay.
want to leave us with? Either one.
You mean some suggestion to them?
Yes, suggest to
Oh.
them to them, and then also anything that
This-
you want
that's
to
the
leave us
first
about
one.
your company
The
too.
first one is find the right people.
Find the right people.
Right
Yeah.
people is more important than anything.
Okay.
A lot of people they quit company. The first thing is they are looking for the money, but I don't think that is right. If the good guy, that mean I can quit business without money. if the business model is good enough. So the second thing is, in this time, I think you should do something, then change it to the story. Otherwise, nobody know you. Because before, you can put money in advertisement, but no, few people see the TV. So it's a big challenge for the new company to become the famous. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I think we're done on our time now, and it's just a pleasure talking to you. Hopefully, when you come back, we can arrange to have you speak to the electric vehicle entrepreneurs of Silicon Valley.
Okay.
There's a group here that meets every month, and I know the gentleman in charge, and I'm sure they'd love to hear your story.
Thank you.
And to the audience, thank you for following us on Twitter, Facebook. To DingDing TV, thank you for letting us host this talk today. And again, to the audience, make this a great week by conserving, reusing, and rethinking the way you choose to live here in Silicon Valley and beyond. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.